Hello guys and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Fate Remnant Collide. So yeah, let us begin. So, we left off in the last episode where we currently see both, Rex and his brand new, and his teammate, aka his partner for this semester, aka Walter Walter von Toch. So, as when the battle began between them and also the Grim, we currently see Rex basically grabbing onto his weapon, aka Gungnir. He would transform Gungnir into its polearm form as he would start charging towards them, as he would start slicing through them like butter. And as for Walter over there, Walter would decide to transform his pistol into its bow form, as he would start firing string-based arrows, as they seem to be infused with a bit of dust. As these dust arrows, or not really dust arrows, but more like um it's more like these these string like arrows are basically made from his semblance, which I won't be telling the name yet. As he would start firing at them, as after firing at the Grim, they would explode in an instant. As you would start using them as basically like I guess you'd say similar to like walls when they're being used as like a grappling hook basically. As you'd start firing and getting closer to them while he transforms his bow into its pistol form, as you'd start firing at all of them in an instant, as it would cause massive damage towards the horde. And as for Rex himself, Rex would basically come in and would transform his Gungnir into its shield form, slamming it down on, several of the Grim, even decapitating one of them, as he would open up the, eyes of what looks like, the shield looks like a skull, as it would open up the eyes, revealing, ice dust, as the ice dust would start freezing the area around him, and it would cause a large, area-wide effect. Imagine like Ice Age. I think that's the attack of like Aokiji from One Piece, where he basically freezes everything in his vicinity, and would cause some of the Grim to basically turn into ice. Currently in the, I guess you can say, cafeteria, I guess you can say, where some of the year 2 students and also some of the senior students basically watching this, going like, dang, the Invincible King is quite strong, said one of them. As one of them would say this, well, it makes sense. After all, he's basically considered as one of the best, even rivaling against the invincible woman herself, Pyra Nico, said one of them. As one of them specifically, Coco, said, talented and also pretty good looking, she would say. Quite the good combination, she would say. As another person would be there going like, Coco, I think that's a bad idea. Besides, you know how he is, with women, she would say. As she would say this. Hmm? Never been told that, she would say. As she would say this. Well, it was mostly because of, Good Witch, our teacher, right? As she would say this. Oh, you mean his mom, she would say. As she would say this. Yeah, apparently he's not really good with, like, talking to women, except for his best friends and also sort of Pyra. As after saying that, she would say this. Huh. Hmm. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun year, she would say, as she would say this. What do you mean by that, she would say, as she would say this. Why not tease him a little bit? She would say, as after saying that, she would say this. Oh no, she would say. So, going back to the actual battlefield. As we currently see both Rex and also, Walter basically still fighting against some of the Grim. As you'd see this. Damn it, there's too many of them, he would say. As after saying that, one of them would say this, specifically Walter. Yeah, these varmints are quite strong, he would say. And there are pretty much a legion of them, he would say. As he would say this. Guess I'll just have to use my semblance then. He would lie, saying that Grand Order, aka his true magic, is, a semblance. As after saying that, he would say this. Wait, your semblance? Wait, I thought that your or dust manipulation was your, semblance, you would say. As you would say this. Well, that's the thing. Well, here's the thing. My semblance is, let's just say, overpowered, he would say. As he would say this. Hmm, fine then. As after saying that, he would say this. Oh, and by the way, keep it a secret, he would say. As he would say this. Very well, he would say. As after saying that, he would basically grab onto his ear, as he would have a, well, a, you know, I guess you can say like a, what's that called? A microphone on it, as you would say this. Hey, Linda, can you please turn off the, thing there in the cafeteria? As she would say this. Oh, right, she would say. As after saying that to Osmond, he would decide to do so, telling everybody that, the thing there, aka, the camera system that's watching the new students fight against the Grim. Well, it's currently in maintenance, so the senior students would start leaving. As one of them specifically, Coco would go like, "Aw, I really want to see him fight those things." She would say, as she would say this, specifically her friend. Come on, let's just get going. She would say, as she would say this. Fine, Velvet. She would say. As after saying that, we would go back to Rex and, and Walter, as we currently see them still fighting against some of the Grim, as you'd say this. So they're finally off. Now, time to unleash my true self, he would say. As after saying that, he would say this. Hey Walter, take cover, he would say. As he would say this. Fine, he would say. Fine, he would say. As he would start using his semblance to create strings, as he would jump up into the, into one of the trees. As he would say this. Finally. Now, come forth. Lancer of Ebony, he would say. As after saying that, a magic circle, or should I say a glyph, would basically come out of nowhere, basically coming from the ground, as it would start glowing a dark red color. As slowly something would come out, being that of Lancer of Ebony. As something would start becoming known, the metallic gauntlet-like hand would basically come out of the glyph, as something comes out, being that of an old man with straggly, pure white hair, with blood red eyes, wearing a tattered, broken, cape, with armor that has a lot, and I mean a freaking lot of spikes. Like seriously, to the point. Get it? To the point. How was that not even, too excessive? So yeah. Anyway, continuing on, as the man would say this. So you dare stand before me, creatures? You dare stand before me, the Prince of Lawakia! You scream out, as after saying that, all of the Grim would just look on in fear. Which is impossible because these things are soulless, but for some odd reason, this man, or whatever he is, or whatever, what creature is he? He just looks so terrifying, to say the least. And he just strikes spear at all of these Grim just by a sheer, just one look at him, and just all of the Grim are just like in fear. As he would say this, Master, what is my orders? He would say. As after saying that, Rex would say this, eliminate them, show them why you're considered as the most feared man in your time, he would say. As after saying that, he would say this. Very well, Master. As after saying that, he would grab onto a barbed spear, being that of his main weapon. As he would charge towards them, as he would start slicing through them, almost like a berserker. Even though he's technically a lancer for some odd reason. Just listen to me first. This is a little rant. How the hell is he a lancer? I mean, there's also the apocrypha version of him, which, by the way, this is Vlad the Third, aka Vlad the Impaler, and this is supposed to be his lancer form that comes from, I think Fate Extra, or Fate CCC, where he's supposedly a lancer class. To me, it more looks like a berserker class than anything else, and the other one being that of the apocryphal version of him is that of a berserker class, even though he looks not like a berserker. In fact, he seems to have lots of reasoning in his head. While this thing just like goes like, time to murder. Yeah. Okay, little rant, done. Anyway, continuing on. As he would slice through them, as he would say this, Master, may I have permission to use my noble phantasm, he would scream out, as he would say this. Very well. Destroy them. Eliminate them, he would say. As after saying that, we would currently see, William just going like, what in the... As he would just be surprised, seeing this. As he'd say, huh, I guess my partner certainly is their interesting type, he would say. As the man, aka Vlad the Impaler, would say this. As he would start laughing as dark particles would start surrounding him, as his eyes burn with pure and utter bloodlust, as he would say this. As he would say, Hell incarnate! As darkness would start surrounding him, as something would start coming out of the ground, as he would continue. It's the reward for your depravity! He would say, as thousands, and I mean thousands of pole arms would start coming out of the ground, each of them stabbing through several of the grim, as some of them tried to escape, as he would say the actual noble phantasm's name. He would say, Kazekli Pay! As thousands upon thousands of, pole arms, spears, and anything that sort of resembles that would destroy every single grim in its path, killing all of them. While the biggest one being that of the Ursa Major that was basically, basically trying to run away, would get stabbed by the biggest one, killing it in an instant. After doing so, he would say this. Master, are you proud? He would say, as he would say this. Yes, I am proud. Now, you may take a rest now, he would say. As after saying that, he would say this. Very well, Master. As he would start turning into particles of gold light. After this, you would currently see Walter just like, partner? What the heck was that? He would say, as he would say this. That's my semblance. Grand Order. I guess you can say the name Invincible King actually kind of fits me, he would say. As after saying that, he would say this. Yeah, no kidding. Anyway, let's get back to the cliffside. And after saying that, they would start leaving to go to the cliffside, where they were met by Ozpin, as he would say this. Very good. Now, as for the other teams, they're still currently, finishing up some of the grim there, he would say, as he would say this. Very well then. Where should we go exactly, he would say. As he would say this. Go back to the amphitheater. We'll be continuing our, the initiation soon. After the rest of the teams are back. Sorry about that. As after that, sorry, I was, a bit gassy. Anyway, continuing on, as after that, they would start leaving to go to the amphitheater, where we're going to be ending this episode right off here. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!